All right, we are going to invite some of the Capital City Brass Band up to play this last song with us. I was just telling some of the band members that I do this song as well with a lot of my students, and so by the time they get to 8th grade, they're like, can we do that last Dragon song? And when they look at it in 8th grade, it's really, really easy. You know, in 6th grade, it kind of seems a little bit more challenging, and then by the time they get a little bit older, it just kind of falls into place. So I thought it might be fun to invite a few of our members up just to hear what it would sound like with some professionals in the groups. This group, named the Capital City Brass Band, has been around since 2001, and I've had the privilege of playing with them for a number of years. It is a group of all volunteer musicians. Some people are professional musicians, some people work in other areas that have nothing to do with music, and that's what's so neat, is we meet every 2 weeks at Mason High School, and we rehearse and put together all of this music, and it's just a great group to play with. So we are going to begin with a tune called Leoness. Please help me in welcoming the Capital City Brass Band to the stage. Lenski's aria. If you know what an aria is, it's basically like a vocal piece from an opera. And so in this particular opera, Lenski is about to have a duel, okay? He's about to fight. And so this is him kind of lamenting and thinking about his life and how he's going to have to duel pretty soon. We're very fortunate to have some amazing musicians in this group. I happen to sit next to one of them, so I'm very happy to introduce Nathan Wood, who is a Michigan State graduate, go Green, and he is currently a lecturer at Purdue University at Fort Wayne.
Yes.
Did I do it right? Okay. So he is a euphonium player. I get to sit next to him, and it's always a pleasure for me to just hear him play. And so you're going to hear in this aria, it's a lot of sadness and dreariness, but he plays it extremely well. So please help me welcome to the stage Nathan Wood. All right, the next piece that we are going to play is entitled Henry V. And you can imagine that time period and all of the knights and the kingdoms and all of that other stuff. And you will hear all of the different parts of that period in this song. For those of you in the 6th grade band, I want you to listen. This is the one I told you that it's pretty long. I want you to try to think about all of the different sections and what kind of dynamics are being played, what kind of tempos are being played. You'll hear that it kind of goes from slow to fast to slow to fast, and it kind of uses all of the different instruments in different ways. So please enjoy this rendition of Henry V. right, once again, I want to thank all of you for being here. I know this is just a crazy busy time of year, and I really, really appreciate you all taking the time to come and support the students and support this great group, the Capital City Brass Band. Before we play our last song, I just wanted to go around the band because I know some of the 6th graders probably have never seen some of these instruments and kind of wondering what they are. So we're just going to quickly go around the band. I'm going to have them hold them up so you kind of understand what's going on. The brass band tradition actually started in Britain, and what they would do is all of these different companies would have their own brass bands, and it kind of starts where the families would come and do a concert, and it would start from age 7. You know, the kids would join the brass band, and it would just be generations and generations. So it kind of came over to America fairly recently, but it has kind of taken off, and there are a numerous number of brass bands in the country. In Michigan, there are probably 4 or 5. Like, it is a very popular thing, and we have participated in some competitions, championships, and done quite well. So just to kind of go around the band, I'm going to start with the high instruments. So there's actually a cornet over here called the soprano cornet. You can hear that it plays some high notes, and that's what helps, because it's so much smaller, it helps you get the high notes. Next to them is the repiano cornet, which actually plays kind of a little bit lower, but kind of plays similar things and has a soloistic quality. There are solo cornets in the front row, and those play kind of the melody. There's 2nd and 3rd cornets, which kind of bring the harmony, but they're all kind of the same size. In the front, we have a flugelhorn, which is kind of a strange-looking cornet. It's a little bit bigger, and it is kind of a mix between the cornet and a French horn. There are tenor horns here in the front, also called alto horns. So that's kind of, instead of a French horn, that's what you will hear. And so it kind of all goes down a little bit lower as you go. Next we have a baritone, which is a real baritone, guys. When I say the baritone, it's a little bit smaller than the euphonium. And then obviously the euphonium on the end is pretty common in band classes. Baritone's a little bit specialized for the brass band. Over here you will see the tenor trombone, which just means like your normal trombone. Behind them is a bass trombone. So when you hear those super low notes, yes, that claps for them. So that kind of moves to the tubas. And then the tubas, there are actually 2 sizes. There is a B-flat tuba, which is the lowest, and an E-flat tuba, which is a little bit higher. And then we have the percussion section. It's the only non-brass instrument, but I think it adds a whole lot when we have percussion with us. So we really appreciate the percussion back there, who have to play a little bit of everything. They're all over the place. So that's the brass band, that's the tradition, and we are going to end our concert tonight with something I told the students. You're going to know at least one of the songs. So this is one from the movie The Incredibles. It's really, really fun. As we finish up, 6th graders, if you want to head back after we are done, that would be great. I hope you all have a wonderful, safe, relaxing, well-deserved spring break in a few days. And again, thank you so much for being here. Please enjoy The Incredibles. stage and kind of fight the crowd to get your stuff. Thanks again for being here.
Yeah, come on.